Hey guys, happy Mother's Day. So I picked a few cards today, early this morning. I took a picture of them um, because I wanted to see what I need to say about Mother's Day. And well, let me just say, picking out these cards here, Spirit is not doing the fake Hallmark version of Mother's Day. Nope, not at all. So, the spread that I'm looking at right now, I got the Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Two of Wands, the Five of Wands, and then the Death card. So, this spread, let's talk about the emotional labor, the invisible work, the resentment that nobody admits, and the survival mode. Also, the healing, the sacrifice, and that transformation. Yeah. And honestly, good. Because motherhood, it's not just matching pajamas and Facebook pictures at Chili's after church. Gosh, I love Chili's so much. Motherhood is psychological warfare mixed with unconditional love. It really is. It's giving people pieces of your nervous system for years and somehow still remembering to ask if everybody ate. Yeah. The Queen of Pentacles reversed on Mother's Day. This is a woman who has poured so much into everybody else that somewhere along the line, she forgot she was a person too. Yep. So this is the I'm tired card. It really is. I do everything. Why do I have to remember everything? I can't even remember my kids' names, seriously. Like, I keep calling them the wrong name. I keep calling Marissa Miley. I keep calling Miley Marissa. And luckily I don't get Jay's name mixed up, but I get their names mixed up. But I do call Noah Tater, and he's not Jay, and I call Tater, I call, when I think of, sometimes I even call Noah Miles, which is my dog. It's just, it's crazy. Yeah. Why am I the emotional support human for the entire bloodline? They're not asking me to be. I just feel it. You know, when we just say we feel like we have to, like, continuously pick, like, to worry about everything. Yeah. Psychologically, this card talks about burnout disguised as responsibility. It is so easy to get there. A lot of women become the strong one because other people refuse to step up. It's just the truth of it. I lived it as a mom, as a mother, especially as a young mother. And after a while, people stop seeing that you're exhausted. They really do. Because your competence, it makes everything look so easy, like you're just able to handle it. That's the trap of this card. That's the trap. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is the mom who still gets up and cooks dinner while emotionally running on one French fry and maybe having to go to the bathroom for like 3 hours and spiritual fumes. So let's go a little deeper, because some mothers today are grieving. Yeah, we grieve that little version of our kids, the years that we lost surviving and we want back. Maybe even grieving, like, all the different relationships that actually have changed when they lived for us and needed us, and now they're just kind of like doing their own thing. Children pulling away. That's one hard thing that I personally, I hate it, man. Mothers like us, ourselves, maybe like we are sad about the part of our mothers that we never had, you know? I don't know. Mother's Day, it just has a way of just bringing up a lot of things to the surface. I mean, there's a lot of joy there. There's a lot of guilt. A lot of guilt. A lot of pride. But there's also a lot of regret. Did I do enough? You know? And Spirit is saying you were never meant to carry the emotional economy of an entire family all by yourself. Then came the Two of Wands. This card is powerful because psychologically it represents the moment a person realizes, hey, I can't keep living on autopilot. This is just not going to work out. This is expansion. This is looking beyond survival mode. A lot of mothers today are secretly standing at a crossroads internally. Not necessarily like leaving marriages or families or jobs. I mean, maybe. But Spirit is asking, who am I now? What belongs to me? What dreams did I bury while keeping everybody else alive? Because motherhood, it changes women to the molecule. Not just emotionally, but our brains. Some women have spent so much time nurturing others that they have not even touched their own creativity, sensuality, freedom, spirituality, or even just joy in years. And Spirit's whispering, hey, there's still life left for you too. Not just for your children, not just for your partner, not just for your family, but for you, the mom, the mother. Boom. Enters the chat like an unpaid therapist session nobody asked for. This is like some major internal conflict. Competing needs. Competing voices. Everybody reading and needing. Everybody reading you wrong, and everybody needing something from you all at once. Maybe they're not even reading you at all. But, oh, do they need you? Mama. Mom. Grandma. Zaza. Babe. I need help with this. I need help with that. What am I gonna do? Where's this? Where's that? Where's this? Did you pay that? Did you pay this? You need to pay this. What's for dinner? I don't like that. Okay. Can you do this, please? Can you please figure out why? Somewhere in the middle of that noise, we forget to hear ourselves. Psychologically, the Five of Wands appears when people are overstimulated and disconnected from inner peace. Your nervous system has been in go mode, go, 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 gadget, go, go, so long that silence, it feels very uncomfortable because it's like we're not used to that, right? So, yeah. Some mothers don't even know how to rest without guilt. Like, I should be doing something. That is trauma conditioning. That's generational programming. That is survival becoming identity, and spirit is saying, yeah, we are healing that now. Then finally, the death. Now, before everyone starts, ooh, rebuke, rebuke. Let's talk about the death card. This is actually one of the most understood cards in tarot. It's not a physical death, okay? It's a transformation. This is endings. This is rebirth. And honestly, motherhood itself is a death card experience. Because the woman you were before the children dies. She's gone. And the woman that you become after, man, she is built from scratch. Yeah. Some of y'all became warriors and you didn't even realize it. And some of y'all became healers because pain forced you there. Some became soft. Some became guarded. Some became wiser. And some became exhausted. But none of you stayed the same. And today, Spirit is saying, stop mourning versions of yourself that was never meant to survive the chapter. You are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to change your mind. Yes, you are. You are allowed to outgrow roles. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to become someone your old self would not even recognize. This is not failure. This is a resurrection. And can I say something with love and a little Michelle spice? Some mothers have spent years trying to keep peace in situations that were draining their soul, because women were taught that being needed equals being loved. No. Being exhausted is not proof of your worth. Being emotionally depleted is not spiritual assignment from God. And carrying grown people who refuse to grow is not motherhood. This is emotional hostage negotiation. Today's spread feels like Spirit honoring mothers, not as perfect angels, floating around, smelling like baby powder and casseroles and soup, but as real women. Women with trauma. Man, I could have sworn I just saw a ghost. I'm not kidding you. I just saw a shadow pass by. Women with rage. And right as I said that, that's when I saw it. I was thinking it. Women with tenderness. Women with scars. Women with wisdom. With women who've stayed. And also women who've left. Women who have survived. And somehow still loved anyway. That is sacred. Happy Mother's Day to the women rebuilding themselves while still holding everybody else together. To the grandmothers, to the bonus moms, to the aunties, to the women grieving children, and to the women grieving mothers, to the women healing childhood wounds, raising children differently than they were raised. Spirit sees you. God sees you. Your ancestors see you. And honestly, you deserve a nap, a margarita, financial compensation, emotional peace, and at least 3 uninterrupted